War. War never changes. Hey everyone, I'm SpectralStar and welcome back to Let's Play Fallout 4. Today, we're going into Diamond City. Did a little bit of inventory management. I got the Comfort Grip calibrated 10mm pistol. See, where is it? There it is. Okay. I don't know what the Comfort Grip does, but I guess it makes it easier to shoot. I don't know. And I also got some more ammo for the short laser musket, which I think came from that laser rifle? Yeah, I'm gonna say that. I also got maximum capacity calibrated pipe sniper rifle, which we picked up as well. I guess that'll be my weapon right now. And also I am wearing that DC stuff, which is a lot better. Let's go. They got some turrets set up here. You can mess with the terminal, I guess, and turn everything on everybody. Which I don't really want to do. I don't know if these people are good or bad yet, so. Let's go ahead and move on into Diamond City.
Damn. Not afraid of mutants, huh?
Nope, not really. Yeah, I know, right?
What do you mean you can't open the gate? Stop playing around, Danny. I'm standing out in the open here, for crying out loud.
I got orders not to let you in, Miss Piper. I'm sorry. I'm just doing my job.
Ooh, just doing your job. Protecting Diamond City means keeping me out, is that it? Oh, look, it's the scary reporter. Boo.
I'm sorry, but Mayor McDonough's really steamed, Piper. Saying that article you wrote was all lies. The whole city's in a tizzy.
Ugh. You open this gate right now, Danny Sullivan. I live here. You can't just lock me out. Damn it, Danny. Open up!
Give me a second here. I wanted to look at this statue of Babe Ruth. I think it's Babe Ruth. Is it? Can't really tell. Is that Babe Ruth? Who is that? I don't know. I don't know who. I know baseball is like a big thing. It doesn't look like Babe Ruth because Babe Ruth was a little bit, you know, fatter. But, you know, whatever. It's probably not Babe Ruth. Anyways, let's talk to this woman named Piper, who's very animated.
Hey there.
You want into Diamond City, right?
Yeah. Who are you?
What? Who are you?
Shh. Play along. What's that? You said you're a trader up from Quincy? You have enough supplies to keep the general store stocked for a whole month? You hear that, Danny? You gonna open the gate and let us in, or are you gonna be the one talking to crazy Myrna about losing out on all the supply?
Jeez, all right. No need to make it personal, Piper. Give me a minute.
Better head inside quick before old Danny catches on to the bluff.
I agree, Piper. I like her name. You first.
You first.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Piper, who let you back inside? I told Sullivan to keep that gate shut. You devious, rabble-rousing slanderer. The level of dishonesty in that paper of yours. I'll have that printer scrapped for parts.
Ooh, that a statement, Mr. McDonough? Tyrant mayor shuts down the press. Why don't we ask the newcomer? You support the news? Because the mayor's threatened to throw free speech in the dumpster.
What newspaper?
What newspaper are you talking about?
Mine. Public Occurrences. And we're the hard look at the truth. So are you with us or not?
You know what? I'm all about free speech. Support news.
Always believed in freedom of the press.
Is one of the foundations of a free society.
Oh, I didn't mean to bring you into this argument, good sir. No. You look like Diamond City material. Welcome to the great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Safe, happy, a fine place to come. Spend your money. Settle down. Don't let this muckraker here tell you otherwise, all right?
You two arguing?
What are you two arguing about, anyway?
What do you think? Print lies and everybody's happy, but if you print the truth...
Now, was there anything particular you came to our city for?
Missing part. Well, Diamond City.
What is this place, anyway?
Why, this is the safest place in all the Commonwealth, with the strongest community and the highest standards of living available. We have stores, doctors, schools, power, running water, and the Wall as our sacred protector. You'll learn more about the Wall soon, I'm sure. But I was talking about you. Come on now, what brought you all the way out here?
Missing person.
Trying to find someone.
Trying to find someone? Who?
My son.
My son, Sean. He's less than a year old.
Wait, your son's missing? Oh, you hear that, McDonough? What's Diamond City Security doing to help this man, huh? This isn't the first missing persons report to come through here, and now we have an infant who's been taken?
Don't listen to her. Well, I'm afraid that our security team can't follow every case that comes through. I'm confident that you can find help here. Diamond City has every conceivable service known to man. One of our great citizens can surely find the time to help you.
Who can help?
Well, sure. And a mayor of a great city must know everyone. Who can help me?
I'm sorry, I don't have time for any more questions. I'm a busy man. Enjoy your stay in our fair city.
Ugh.
This is ridiculous. Diamond City Security can't spare one officer to help? I want the truth, McDonough. What's the real reason security never investigates any cases?
I've had enough of this, Piper. From now on, consider you and that little sister of yours on notice.
Yeah, keep talking, McDonough. That's all you're good for. A big Diamond City welcome from the mayor. You feel honored yet? Look, I gotta go get settled in, but, stop by my office later. I have an idea for an article you'd be perfect for.
Okay, Red. You better not leave the city anymore, because they'll probably not let you in next time, and I might not be here.
I hear a lot of talk about the railroad, helping free synths and all that. They don't sound too bad.
Oh, the railroad. That's something we'll touch on in Fallout 3. Well, we'll probably touch on it here too, but I'm just saying,
on
you
his
know.
side. Hey,
Hey,
what's up?
What's up?
So, you're that traitor Piper was talking about. Something tells me she's pulled the wool over my eyes again.
Yep.
Am I right?
I wasn't lying.
I wasn't lying. I got a whole supply train coming in tomorrow.
Oh, of course you do. Now tell me the one about you and the fish that got away. Hey, what's brought you into town anyway? Be good to note it down in the logs.
Missing person.
Trying to find someone.
Is that so? Who are you looking for?
My
My
son.
boy Sean's been kidnapped. He's just a baby.
Oh, look, I'm sorry, but we're under orders not to get involved in missing person cases. There's
Lazy
a lot
ass.
of Institute paranoia right now. We can't really risk fanning those flames with official action. What if people panic?
Help
I just
me.
need a little information, Danny. We can keep this off the record.
I'm sorry, but I can't. I got orders.
Bribe.
How about we do a simple trade? Money for information.
Hey, I don't take bribes, okay? No.
The Institute.
The Institute? What's that?
Ah, damn. Look, I really shouldn't have said that. They're just a scapegoat, alright? Something people blame when things go wrong. If you really want to know, there's a whole newspaper inside the city that won't stop talking about them. Public occurrences.
Oh, never
I'll
mind.
ask somewhere else then.
Chin up. Maybe someone in town can help you?
Yeah.
What a day, huh?
Trinity Tower radio signal. What? Did I just get that? Whoa.
Help, or Mayday, or whatever it is one says on a radio. My name is Rex Goodman. I'm being held prisoner on the top of Trinity Tower. I think the super mutants plan on eating me soon. I'm setting this to repeat. Ah, shit! Gotta sign off. One of the super mutants is coming. Help or mayday.
Okay. Huh. Well, that looks interesting.
Got a question? Should talk
Nope.
to Sullivan.
Diamond City, baby. Oh, yeah. The hell? Is that a monkey, Scorpion? Scorpion monkey? What's that? What's that you're telling me? Hey?
Mayor McDonough has always been against the Minutemen. We never quite understood why.
Alright, Preston.
Hey, kiddo. How are the paper sales?
Well, the presses are getting overloaded. That motor is going to go soon if you don't replace it.
You've been saying that for weeks and the old girl still keeps cranking. Stop worrying so much. I gotta head into the office. You start whistling if you see any angry politicians coming our way.
Why? Is something wrong? Piper?
I think it might be a good idea to turn on general subtitles. Yeah, let's do that. Because you guys might not be able to hear that as well as me, and I don't want you to have to get up and turn it up just to do that. Joe?
What do you mean by that?
Well, folks are already plenty scared of the Institute, but that doesn't stop the paper from talking about them every chance they get. Anyway, don't let it get to you. Life here is still a hell of a lot safer than out there in the Commonwealth.
Institute?
What's the Institute?
Ever heard of the boogeyman? Shadowy monster that takes people in the night? Well, that's the Institute. But they're just a fact of life around here. Someone gets taken by the Institute or gets killed by a raider. Which is worse? At
Sucks.
least inside these walls, you don't have to worry about the raider. So what brings you to the Great Green Jewel?
Missing person.
Looking for someone who's gone missing.
Gone missing? Who is it? Friend? Relative?
My son.
My son was kidnapped. His name is Sean.
Your boy's gone missing? That's terrible. I'm afraid missing people don't get found in Diamond City. God seems to have turned a blind eye to them. And with all the fear of the Institute in people's hearts, they've turned a blind eye as well.
Help me.
I'm lost, Pastor. I need help. Please.
Well, I don't want to get your hopes up, but there is someone who might be able to help. Nick Valentine. He's a detective. Saved a lot of lives over the years, but so many more stay missing. And trouble has a habit of sticking to him.
Sounds like me. Nick Valentine.
Nick Valentine, huh? What's his story?
You know the story of the Good Samaritan? Helps a man, even though he has no reason to? Well, I suppose you could say that Nick Valentine is living that parable out.
Sounds like a cool guy.
Thanks. I'll go talk to him.
Take care of yourself now.
Hey.
Paper to newcomers. If the Institute grabs you in the night, at least be warned.
Thanks.
I guess.
I'm serious. The Institute takes people. You should read up if you're sticking around.
I believe
I
you.
believe you. Thanks.
You're a real lost lamb in the wolf's den, mister.
What an asshole. I really want to read the paper. My God. I believe you. I've seen synths try to take people over. We already went through this. Okay, where is this? Okay. Where is that paper? I guess it would be in miscellaneous. Okay. October 2287, Synthetic Truth by Piper Wright. Wow, this newspaper is pretty bad. Noodles, we all eat them. We all love them, and Diamond City's Power Noodles has supplied this sustenance for the past 15 years, from the stilted mechanical cadence of Takahashi's programming Japanese to the fragrant steam that wafts from each bowl to the scalding tang of each delicious mouthful. The noodles, we all eat them. Oh, wait. The ordering and eating of noodles is but one of many shared human experiences, or is it? I was struck by this very question as I sat at the counter of Power Noodles last Wednesday night, just after 5 p.m., enjoying a dinner I had so many times before. That's when I noticed our very own Mayor McDonough sidle up to the stool and engage in the very same ritual. Right hand extending, mouth opening, teeth chewing, yes, eating noodles, the shared experience of almost every Diamond City resident. So it must have also seemed to the residents of Diamond City nearly 60 years ago on an uncharacteristically warm May evening in 2229 as they sat around this very same counter, but that was before the days of Takahashi and his noodles, when the bar served not noodles but ice-cold Nuka-Colas, frothy beers, and stiff shots of whiskey. The barman's name was Henry, and that night he facilitated the shared human experiences of drinking, smoking, talking, and laughing, that is, until tragedy struck. There aren't many among us who are even old enough to remember that evening, although some of the city's ghoul residents certainly could have, but had they not been forcibly removed, thanks to Mayor McDonough's anti-ghoul decree of 2282. But there is one person among us who does remember distinctly the events that evening, respected matriarch Eustace Hawthorne, who recounted her story in a public occurrence. Public? Spelled public wrong. Exclusive interview. There's probably a bunch of words that they've spelled wrong. I'm looking for them now. I shouldn't. I'm not going to. Oh, I was there all night. All right. Sitting right at the bar, sure as you're sitting in front of me now, 22 years old or so and just looking to have a good time. I was safe behind the wall. We all were. So what was the harm? And let me tell you that Mr. Carter made it easy. He came into town earlier that day, said he was from out west, somewhere. It didn't really matter. What did matter was his smile and his laugh, and the way he'd make everyone feel at ease. That night at the bar, we all just sort of crowded around him. Everyone wanted to exchange a word or hear about the state of the Commonwealth. And Mr. Carter, he was all too happy to oblige. It was just so wonderful until it wasn't. Eustace continued her account of that evening, and the moment that things turned sinister, and the truth about Mr. Carter was revealed. We'd been drinking and carrying on. Must have been 3 hours. Mr. Carter had 4 or 5 drinks in that time. He seemed a bit drunk, I guess like the rest of us, when something just sort of happened. He was smiling, but the smile sort of went from his face, all in an instant. And then his cheeks started twitching. Kinda funny. And I remember watching him, clear as if it happened just yesterday. He reached inside his coat, took out a revolver, and then blam, he shot Henry, the barman, right in the head. Didn't hesitate, didn't show any emotion. Mr. Carter killed Henry as casual as if he were paying him for a drink. But his cheek never stopped twitching. Let me tell you, all hell broke loose after that. What Eustace is describing is, of course, the infamous event known as the Broken Mask, when the people of the Commonwealth learned for the first time that the Institute, the shadowy scientific organization responsible for the creation of combat androids, had actually succeeded in creating a model so advanced it could effortlessly infiltrate human society. Unbeknownst to the people of Diamond City, the Institute had somehow evolved their androids into true synthetic humans since. After he shot Henry, that Mr. Carter shot 3 or 4 other people too. Like I said, all hell broke loose. The guards came running, they opened fire, and Mr. Carter, he kept shooting and throwing people around left and right. Finally, those guards put him down. It seemed like they had killed a man who had flipped his lid, gone crazy. And he lay there like a dead crazy man, sure enough. God, it was horrible. But then we saw the plastic and the metal. This was one of them early synths, you see, and we realized it wasn't a man at all. It was then we all knew that the Institute wasn't just out there. The Institute was everywhere now, among us. It was never determined precisely by why the synth known as Mr. Carter went on his killing spree. Some suggested he had somehow been remotely controlled by the Institute, who wanted to test his combat effectiveness. Still others felt he had simply malfunctioned, a hypothesis supported by the twitching cheek, and was never meant to kill anyone. But at that time, the why hardly seemed important. What mattered was that the humans of the Commonwealth had been truly infiltrated by an organization whose intentions and motives were, and still are, a complete mystery, using a model of synth even less advanced than the ones the Institute has in service today. Which brings us to noodles. Specifically, the noodles consumed by Mary McDonough last Wednesday night in the same spot that Mr. Carter the synth went haywire and mercilessly killed several people. After spending hours sharing an experience with the people of Diamond City assumed was reserved for members of the human race, they were wrong. Are we? Cool. Oh. Public. Okay, so they just named it that, huh? Alright, well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Let's Play Fallout 4. I'm SpectralStar, and there's going to be some annotations after the video that you can click on to go to other videos and other games that I play and other Let's Plays that I do, even Death Battle reactions, and I hope you guys come back next episode. Bye. Who's that up there in the TV screen? He's on the YouTube.
Oh, it's Uncle Phil.
Oh my God, it's Uncle Phil. I forgot about that. Go ahead and tell him about it, Dustin.
Uncle Phil was the shredder.